So let's get started. So today we're just gonna have some fun with the app that we looked at last week, which is a very fun app, the H5P. Let me just open up a brand new window. And this, like, I'm so excited about this. And the thing is, I don't know how come I didn't remember this to be in one of our earlier sessions, because we would have had fun creating content, all of this good time, and using H5P. All right, so let me share my screen and let's just get right into it. Where's my Zoom window going? Share Safari. Let's share my computer sounds. And I like to have all of my windows open so that I can see the chat. And I like to see the question and answer panel so that I can kind of stay on top of that. And now you're looking at my page. This is the H5P website. Oh man, 1 second. All right, so sorry about that. This is the H5P website. Now, h5p.org is just this awesome open source program that allow you to create interactive content that you can embed in different websites and learning management systems that will make your content interactive. And here is the website, h5p.org. So when we come right here to examples and download, it will give you all of the different examples that they have for what we can create. All right, so I just have up view all, and we're just going to go through this all together, and we're going to go through this together and find some things that may be interesting to us, and then see how we can use it, embedding it into different places, okay? So here they say it's an accordion. Let's just go to the fun stuff. How about that? Drag and drop. Create a drag and drop task with images. So watch this. So this is the example, right? So you have and you drag and drop, and I guess we're supposed to be labeling this strawberry or something like that. Ooh, what do you know? I was just guessing. So this is a drag and drop feature. Let's go back and look at another example. And I know you could think of, oh, here's another example. We have 4 examples that we can look at. So drag and drop chess. I don't know anything about chess, so I won't even try. Another feature here, oh, I could definitely get this one right. So onion, kiwi, and as we're looking through these activities, I want you to think of ways that you can use this type of activity in your lessons, something that you can create to bring across your points and your objectives, okay? So you can see it's drag and drop, literally drag and drop. Pepper, oh, sour cherry, cucumber, and then when I check, boom, I got 8 out of 8, yay. So we'll create one of these together. And then we have here a flag check. Oh boy, I'm gonna embarrass myself right now. Yay, all right. So let's look at the different features. Now, in order to start to create a game, you have to create an account, okay? So when I go to let's get started. And even though this is saying sign up for a free 30-day trial, you have access to some of the activities for free all of the time, okay? It's just that some advanced features you will have to pay for. So let's go to my H5P account. I hope my computer remembers it. Yay. All right, so that's my account and I'm all logged in. Yeah, I'm all logged in. And let's go to create a drag and drop activity. All right, so let's go. We're happy to see that you're interested in why is H5P doing this to us today? Maybe this is one of those advanced ones. Okay, so let's just sign up for our free account so we can see how it works. I'm gonna stop share so y'all don't see my business. Now I do see some hands in the air. And if you are on your computer and you want to start creating your account while I'm doing the exact same thing, then go right ahead. Because we'll be exploring this together. The website is 5hp.com. H5P, what am I saying? H5P. Now I was sent an email to activate my account. That's what I'm doing now. If you're following along with me, please go right ahead. Renee, why you want to see my business? That's not nice. All right, I'll go to my phone and pull up my activation. Most of the times, those activation things come inside your junk. Mm-hmm. In the meantime, have any of you started looking at 5HP as yet? After you saw what we saw the other day, any of you started exploring 5HP on your own? Yeah, I'm not showing my screen yet just because I was putting in my personal information and so I had to hide it, okay? And now I'm just activating because I created a new account with H5P and it sent me to go and activate it from my email. And that's why my screen is not shared at the moment. So just give me 1 second. And then I have to set up my password. Oh, wow.
So let me just share the screen for a second and just show you some of the examples of things that you can do on H5P while we wait for Ms. Riss Wilson. So you should be able to see my screen now. And I think the first thing that she would have shown you would have been the drag and drop. So when you go into www.h5p.org, you're going to come up to the home page, and on that home page, they have a lot of different content types, is what they call them. Well, first of all, you can do interactive videos, you can do a course presentation, and then they have something called branch scenario. But I'm going to go down to the content types. And when you look at the content types, you can create a content that's a game, you can do something that's multimedia, questions, or social media. Let's go to, say, dialogue cards. So I'm going to click on dialogue cards. And so basically what the dialogue card would be. Something simple. And I think we can use this like if we have vocabulary, you can show a picture, and if you turn the picture over, then the picture can have the either vocabulary word that represents that picture, or maybe you can have the definition of that actual vocabulary word. So that's one of the examples that you could possibly do. And then of course, this is another one using the same dialogue card where they have a picture of a dog and it says the dog goes. And if you were to press the button, you would, did you hear the dog bark?
Okay, which one is this?
Let me know if you heard the dog bark. No? Okay. Oh, that's because I don't think I shared my sound. Okay, let me stop share and then I'll share again so that you can hear the sound for that one. All right, so yeah, so this picture, you have a picture of the dog, and then it says dog goes, and now you should be able to hear the sound, right? Good. So especially we can see this working with our lower primary students if you want to show them the picture word correlation, or if you want to do something in terms of animals and the sounds that they make and so forth. We could see that working perfectly with them. Let me go to another example. I think Samantha showed you the drag and drop, but this one is called drag and word. Drag the word, sorry. And so all you're doing is creating the activity, and it's that simple. You're just dragging the word. So here, you have the question. So what are the colors of these berries when they're ripe? Blueberries are, what color are blueberries when they're ripe? And I'm just going to pick any off the wall answer, okay? So I'm going to say that blueberries are orange when they're ripe. Strawberries, red. Cloudberries. Oh, I never heard of that. What's that? So I'm assuming cloudberries may be orange. And blueberries are blue. And then the student can check and see their accuracy. And so they have a lot of examples here for you. You have your flashcards. Similar, I think this will be similar to the dialogue card. So it says, what fruit is it? Sour, green, sour fruit. And you can type in your answer. So lemon. Sorry, lime. Lemon is the yellow one. Yes. And it is correct. And the student can then keep going on and on. Can be sweet and sour at the same time. And so we could see this working very well with maybe context clues, or you want children to solve a riddle. If you have spelling words, you may find a picture for that spelling word and then have a riddle there, and they need to spell out the spelling word or the vocabulary word that relates to that picture. So that would be the, which one was that? The flashcard. So let's look at the find the words. Similar to our crossword puzzles, and students are just looking for the word. So we can see a myriad of activities that we can use here with our students. Some as just practice, or some fun activities that they can possibly use. So here you see find the city names in the grid below, and the students can go through the grid and identify the names of the different cities within the grid. So if you are doing, let's just say we're doing islands of the Bahamas, and we want the students to remember the various islands of the Bahamas, we can have that within the crossword puzzle, just so that our students can remember that and can reinforce that particular skill. And I'm trying to look for the activities that we would benefit from the most. Fill in the blank. Yes, we have a fill in the blank. So they're reading, and then they would have to fill in the blank, similar to if you've made a closed passage before on some of those other activities or sites. You would be able to do that on this site as well too. And of course, the most important thing with this is the fact that the students get the on-time response right then and there, rather than you printing off the worksheet, having to wait maybe a day or two, depending on how fast some of us are, to mark the worksheet in order for them to get some sort of feedback. So this is the immediate feedback here when we look at the activities that we can create on H5P. Looking for some other ones.
Memory game.
Memory. Okay, memory. Let's go down to memory. Okay. Let me see. So here we are just clicking and checking to see, checking our memory. And hopefully my memory is good enough and I don't make myself shame. Okay. Now what happened just now? I'm serious. Okay, I got raspberries. So I thought I clicked this one with the blackberry. Okay.
Did you see your actual cloudberry?
Where's the cloudberry?
It's the second one, right there.
Okay. Oh, okay, cloudberry.
Mm.
Oh, I never saw that before. Cloudberry. Oh, beautiful. Cloudberry. Thank you very much. And of course, I know this one is going to be the strawberry. Okay. Didn't make myself shame. Okay. Done. And of course, the student can reset if they want to do it again, or maybe they can have another activity there. Multiple choice activities. And I'm just going through some of the things that you could create on H5P. You have your picture and we see the question, and then of course the multiple choice responses. What color does the black currant berry actually have? Okay, and I'm gonna say very dark purple. Okay, because I was gonna choose black, but let's go with very dark purple. And I hope this is correct. Awesome.
Yes.
Thank you very much to the ladies in the background. Okay, so we could do a lot of things, and I'm sure we're getting all kind of ideas as to some of the things that we can do, some things that we are already familiar with. I see questionnaires, I see a timeline here. Oh, I don't think I want to do this timeline. This has to do with strawberries, but I could see us using this timeline if we want to do it for social studies in terms of the things that, can we look at the 360 virtual tour? Okay, Ms. Milford, give me just a second, and then we could look at the 360 virtual tour if I could find that where you are. Yeah, so we have the question, like I was saying, the timeline. We could use that with social studies, regular things that we're familiar with, you know, the true and false. Oh, okay, I see there. True and false, the interactive video. And I think what the interactive video is you will play the video, and at portions, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see little circles. Those little circles indicate where the video is going to stop, and questions will then pop up. So, and I think a little bit multiple choice quiz question, and I click it. What kind of fruit is this berry? And so we can see this working where we want our students to watch their YouTube video about the solar system, and at portions of the video I can stop and put questions so that I can assess whether or not they really understood, or whether or not they even really in fact watched that entire video. Because you know, sometimes we tell children to watch something and they may watch the first 30 seconds of it, and after that they are on something else or they're doing something else. So this allows us to check to make sure that they actually watch or do what it is that we want them to do. And then even if, because I can skip through, I'm thinking I can skip through. Can I skip through? Yes, I can. So if I skip through and I come to my question, then that's going to force the child that even if they skip through and they come to their question, if they don't know the answer, they're going to have to still go back and watch that portion of the video that they would have skimmed over. Okay, so that will be the interactive video. Let me do the 360 virtual tour. And we'll go from there. Let me see what this is about. Okay, so this is the virtual tour. So this is the Roman theater, and let me see. Oh, okay, I can go into the theater.
Click on the plus sign.
Oh, I can go into the theater, and okay, so this is a theater stage. And it just shows them different pictures. So if you have a picture of an environment, it would just show them different pictures, give them a tour of that particular space. And this one actually links to a video. So let me see, the video will play. Working well with social studies. Let's just say we have to teach the children about the House of Assembly and we're not able to get out there and go on that actual field trip. I can have a picture of the outside of the House of Assembly and have little, the little plus signs, I would call them, because I'm not sure of the name given to them. So we have the little buttons or plus signs that we can put at various positions or locations on the photo that would then take them in to a more specific place on that photo. And so let me go back. Just going through some of the activities that we can do. Speak the word. Oh, let me see what that is. Oh, speak the answer. What is 2 plus 2? Let's see if this is going to work. And I'm going to give the wrong answer first and see what they do. 5. Oh, and it told me I was wrong. Wow. Okay. I only did that to see if I was going to get an incorrect answer. I actually know what is 2 plus 2. So I'm going to now give the correct answer. Oh, and it actually even shows a solution. You see that? So let me give the correct answer first, because I feel like some people may say, I don't know what is 2 plus 2. So I'm going to retry this. And 4. Awesome sauce. Lovely. See, I told y'all I know what was 2 plus 2. But I want to go back and see what was their solution. For those children, those children who may get it incorrect, but we can put a solution there for them. So let me go back. 5. Okay, and show you the solution. What was it? Oh, okay. So it just says that your answer was 5, but the correct answer is 4. So it gives them the correct answer. Okay. I can accept that. All right. Let's look at a couple other things. Let's see what else is here that we could possibly do. We did the fill in the blank. We did the flashcards to find the words. We did, place images in the correct order. This could work for when we're doing sequencing, we're looking at a recipe, even if we're doing like a timeline, because you could have, or if we're doing a story and we want them, like we said, sequencing, to put the items in the correct order, the events in the correct order. And I noticed someone would have said preschool. I would have used the pictures to explain the answers. Always, yes. So let's put the planets in order from the smallest to the largest. The smallest, okay, the smallest planet, y'all. I know Jupiter is the largest planet. I'm quite sure of that. the smallest planet. And of course, you can't go by the size of these pictures because all of these pictures are basically the same size. So let's see. I'm going to go with Mars. I'm going to go with Saturn. I can move Saturn. Saturn, come down to the bottom here. Jupiter. Neptune, Earth. And I'm just putting things randomly, but I know for sure Jupiter is the largest, so at least I should get one correct. Thank you, Ms. Cavallo. Mercury is the smallest. Okay, so I'm going to put Mercury here. Okay, let me check and see. Oh, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 right. Okay, halfway there. So I can resume. Oh, why did I do that? Let me see what I got incorrect. Venus, Mars, Uranus, and Neptune. Okay, so let's switch Venus, Mars, Uranus, and Neptune around. Put Mars, and let's see. Boom, bang, bang. Wonderful. 8 out of 8. So we can see how we can use this with a variety of activities within our classroom, whether we are generalists or specialists. The activities, we can utilize them throughout the different genres or disciplines. On the page, you can also classify them or organize them based on whether they're a game. So I'm looking at the view that says view all. So they're showing me all of the activities that I could possibly make. But if I want to isolate it and just say I want to look at the games, I can just look at all of the games that they have here. In terms of multimedia, these are the multimedia, or what they classify as multimedia in terms of flashcards, and image sequencing and timelines, and then question, dictation, dialogue, fill in the blank, things that I could use for questions, and then their social media would be the presentation of interactive slides. Let me see what persons are saying. Ms. Para, please explain what you mean. How can I create my own for the different kinds of activities? You mean your own account? You're just going to go to h5p.org and you will click create a free account, and you would have to actually create your account, and then you would have access to the creation of all of those wonderful content types that I would have been showing you. So you have to create your account first before you can do anything. So Ms. Griffin, I think that would explain how to get started as well. The first thing you have to do is actually create this account. And then you'll be able to have access to all of the different activities. I just showed you some of the things that you would have access to, but once you create that account, you would then be able to create your own activities. Now, I do not personally have an account because then I would go in, let me stop sharing for a minute and see if I can quickly create one for you while we wait on Ms. Wilson. We'll go from there. Oh. Okay, my apologies. I was going to create, sorry, I see some person saying not hearing. Yeah, I was talking, not talking to myself, but I was talking. So what's going to happen is I'm just going to probably go through a dummy account with you so that you can actually see how to create it. I was trying to create my account, but I will just do a dummy one so that you can see how to go through it. So you should be able to see my screen now, and we will put this as student pane. I will probably have to use an email address. So I will use, just in the event that I have to verify something. I am here. Okay, other, I'm not a robot, and let me see if this opens me up. See if this opens me up. So you put in your name, your email address, you give yourself a site name, you get your URL. For LMS, I placed other, and I click the box that says I'm not a robot, and let's see if I have access to this account. Good. And so they need to activate it. So thankfully I did put in a valid email address. So they now need to activate it. So I'm going to go to my email. Let me see if I can. Okay. Go to my email. And it should, oh, sorry. Should pop up in my email. There you go. H5P student. And I can activate now my account. Okay, let me set my password. So once you set up your account, you're going to have to activate it. Must include at least one non-alpha. Okay. All right. Then when you activate it, you put in, they give you, oh, my password was wrong. Oh, how could that be? Oh, I put in the right thing there. Oh, I know what's happening. Please remember, with H5P, one of the criteria for password is you using a non-alphanumeric character. And I think that's where I went wrong. I'm not used to using an non-alphanumeric character, meaning that it cannot be a letter or a number. It has to be a symbol. And let's see if this takes me in. Wonderful, good. So now I am in, and I should be able to create any one of those wonderful activities that I saw there. So let's create quickly. Let's look at one of the, you did not see the 30 trial. Okay, when you sign up, you're signing up at h5p.com. So let me put that in the chat for you. Okay, you're signing up at H5P. So it's h5p.com. That's where you're signing up. Not .org, .com. I just used .org to show you the different content types that you could make. But when you sign up through h5p.com. You did it on .org?
.org is the community.
Okay.
A lot of persons
Okay, so let's quickly go in and see once you would have signed up. Oh, okay, you did it 10 minutes ago. No problem. let's quickly see if we could do one of the interactive contents. And let's do something that's easy. So let's do, say, drag a word. Let's see. It would allow me to drag the word. Okay, and I go back to my example for reference. All right, so my title, I'm dragging the word. I am going to do this for, was my username my name? No, Miss Griffin, I put in a false username. So my username for this account was student demo. I think that's what I use, student demo. Okay, so the title, if we're doing a drag and drop, I will drag the word. Let me do social studies, and I will do steps in the election process. So the instructions are already there. I can edit the instructions or I can leave them the way that they are. So it says drag the words into the correct box. Good. Score range. I can scroll down. I can put in my score range. And so I want to leave it from 0 to 100%. Feedback. I'll put in good job. The words good job, just to motivate the student. Well, if they get on instant feedback and behavioral settings, you can set it up where they can retry. So you can add or remove what it is that you don't want them to do. So here we have for them to retry. I could say enable show solution, or I can put for instant feedback. I don't want this one to show any solution, so I will take that one away. And I want them to be able to retry it and get instant feedback. Let me add another range. So from 0 to, that one says 0. So let me see, 0 to 50. I'll say try again. Let me say try again. And from 50 to, let me, if I add in another range, so 50 to 75%, I'll say good job. And if they got 76 to 100%, I'll say excellent. Good. Let's see what that means. Okay. Want to make it public. And of course, down at the bottom here, you will see the different display options. So how do you want to display it? How do you want to publish it? If you want your content to be visible by people in the public, how do you want to share it? Collaborate? Do you want other persons who are able to edit this information? So I can add, or I can choose who can edit the content if you're sharing it with somebody else. So it allows you to be able to work collaboratively on the content with another teacher if needs be. So let me save that. And now I have the option of correcting the information. So now, am I able to edit this? Let me see. Oh, hold on. Let me see. Let me go back to edit. think I made a boo-boo. 1 second. Okay, so here's where I made the boo-boo in terms of where is it that we have to insert the information. So here where I see text, this is where I need to insert my information. And I put an asterisk on
Go back to
the,
undo that. Put the text back. Let me see something.
I can't do that, I already deleted it.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, let me see. So I'm going to say the first, and we're working through this together, the first step in the election process is that, and I put my asterisk, government is dissolved. And I close with my asterisk. So that's how we know what the correct answer is. Government is dissolved. Step 2 is that, and my asterisk comes back, election day is announced. Step 3 is nomination day. And I'm going to put in my asterisks, can't forget those. Step 4 is campaigning. Campaigning. And again, don't forget your asterisks indicate the answers that are correct. And then of course the last step is actually election day. Now that I've done that, then I think I'm now ready to save. Boom, there you go. And I have all of my responses. And then remember now, I even filtered them, whereas I can say, if a student gets between 0 to 50%, this is what I want to come up. So I'm going to put in the incorrect answer to see if that actually pops up. So on the first day, I'm going to get at least 2 right. And when I get 2 right, they should tell me that I did, I think I put in good job. No, I put in try again. So let's see. Oh, hold on. I can get more than 2 wrong here. Hold on. Campaigning. Last one is election day. Boom and boom. 2 out of 5. Good job. That was a good job.
Yeah, 3 out of 5.
Oh, 3 out of 5. Oh, I'm looking at the 2 wrong answers. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so that did work out right. Let me see if when I get less than 3, it should say try again.
Yeah.
It should say try again. So if I get less than 3.
Yeah, embed code.
Okay.
When you want to embed it, that would be your embed.
Step 2. Okay. So I'm going to put campaigning there. So this one should say try again, because remember we filtered how we want the ranges. Boom. There you go. And so that is how we create the drag the word. And of course, we can continue to edit it as we go along. If I want to add something else to it, I can go back to the edit and edit it all over again. If I want to add something else, maybe I may say there are 5 and put in the word 5. steps in the election process, and then continue on from there and go back
Okay, I gotta jump in, but
and save. Good. So that's just one activity that we could possibly do with our students. Ms. Fletcher, I'm not sure of the cost after the free trial, but before this session is out, we'll tell you what that cost is. Okay, Ms. Fletcher? We're gonna tell you what that is.
Hey, Antonia.
Hi.
Good job. I don't know if you showed them as yet before we run out of time, because they'll definitely have to go and play around with this a bit more. But when you're ready to share this, you know that I created that on almost website for you, but you go up to the ellipsis at the top right-hand corner, and then you go to publish, publish. And then you decide how do you want it published. Let's go to public. And if you notice, there you have an external link that you can send to your children. And when you send it to their children, it will actually come up in the student view. All right, try another browser just to make, okay, go ahead. Because you're logged in.
Oh, okay.
So go
Let
to
me,
another browser.
yeah, let me go in Explorer. I don't see Edge. Where's Edge?
So,
Okay, I see.
yeah, once you paste the link inside there, you will actually see the student.
You could see Edge, or I have to stop sharing?
Yes.
Okay. You could see Edge?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you put it as public?
I have to double check. Let me go back. I don't think when I initially created it.
Go back to your publish setting.
Okay, go back to edit, you mean? I don't think I pressed, no, I don't think no, I didn't. So now.
Okay, so
No.
the code, yeah.
Okay, let me save that to say that I want it to be public first. And then go and get that and see if it makes a difference.
Right.
Okay, yes. So that's how it would come up in terms of the student, how the student would see it when they are given the link. But you have to make sure that you publish it on your end. When you create it, you have to make sure that you publish it and you have it as public so that they have access to that. Because if it's not public, then they won't have access. And if you can see, it would have asked me to log in because it was a private something. So I had to go back and make it public, save it as public, and then I was able to share the link. So it's similar to when we use or when we create something in Microsoft Forms and we share the link, not realizing that automatically when we create something in Microsoft Forms, especially if we're using our ministry, it would automatically link to only people within this organization. And you would have to actually go back and say, no, anyone with this link can have access to it. So that is basically it. You'd have to probably play around with some other things. Now, what I'm going to do though is, before I go, I'm going to do this from the student view, and then I'm going to go back and look at the reports because there's a tab that says report on my side as the teacher. So I'm going to do this again. And, oh, sorry. First step is government is dissolved. Action days announced. Nomination, campaign, and then the actual election day. Now, let me go back to my teacher view and see if anything would have changed within the reports. Okay. Oh, this tells me how many. Okay, yes. So it would say the student and how many times I would have attempted and what my best score was and the last score and all of that within the report. So that is basically H5P. There are a lot of resources here that you would have to, and let me go back to the main H5P. And I'm just using, oh, sorry. So that you can see all of the resources again. So there's a lot of things that you can do with your students, and the most important thing is that it's interactive and the students can get immediate feedback. So it is something that you're going to have to, that we will all have to play with in terms of the creating of the resources. But then the good thing about that too is that if you notice, we can also collaborate. So if I wanted to send that particular activity to another teacher, I just need to insert their email address in the tab that says collaboration, and they'll be able to access that. So let's quickly try that. Let me go back to my, too many tabs open. Go back to the editing and let me add in a collaborator. Toya, you up?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me add in a collaborator. And let's see if she's going to be able to edit this content. So I'm saving that now. Okay. So she is going to open up her account and then she will let me know. Okay, she will let me know whether or not she is able to also collaborate on that. Mm-hmm. Let me put it in one more time. I hope I typed the right thing. Okay, Miss Kelly Brown has answered our question. Thank you, Miss Kelly Brown. $57 is the monthly fee after. Oh, that's kind of steep. The monthly fee.
Let me say this. Now, you know, I like give y'all free, and I told y'all this was free. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. H5P.org was free. I don't know where this $57 come from a month. I was actually shocked just now myself. So, yeah, my advice is in this next 30 days, you kill it. Kill it, kill it. That's what we normally do as teachers, you know, and then when your 30 days over, use your personal email account and create another account and kill it. And then after that, use your daughter account and then kill it. And you just keep on going. You know how we know how to work around this thing. But I apologize for, for giving you false information. But this is just too good not to explore. All right, let's just, you know how to work it. Teachers work it and work it out.
All right, we were right here trying to see if we were able to share it in terms of collaborating. I know they give you access to it where you can collaborate with another person, and then persons can share things with you as well too. Um, so it is something that you're gonna have to play with.
Antonia, I want to answer some questions that's in the chat with this. So on the one-on-one platform, and I listen, see this, just tell you, and on the one-on-one platform, once they optimize it, it will be free forever. Okay, because the account is actually licensed through that platform. So I haven't forgot about that part. Just so many things going on. So thank you, Ms. Cunningham, for reminding me about that. That's how we get here in the first place, looking at because one-on-one showed it to us. So, but now if you want to, you could use it with or without the platform. But once it is integrated correctly on the platform, you'll be able to create and do all of that. And it's actually full access forever, okay? Okay, so evaluation is given out. Yes, the features. Now, I don't know, Antonia, this question here by Ms. Johnson, is this how the student sees the quiz because they see their incorrect score while completing the quiz? But, okay, I have two answers for this. Everything don't have to be a quiz. Like, this is a good thing for just practice for students to self-correct. But I know as teachers, we like to grade every single thing. We want to put it inside the book. But something like this, if it can't be altered, this is where they don't have to ask you if they're right, and you don't have to mark, and they can go and correct. You just don't use it as a full grade. But I don't know if inside when you created the activity itself in the edit, if it has an option to display answers during. I have to see that in the edit.
I think when I was doing it, no. I only remember clicking retry and I don't remember clicking retry. I think it was retry that I
on the teacher side, teacher side where you create. All right, so while you check that, let me ask, so on the one-on-one platform, and I could show you how on the one-on platform you add this in. So you go first, Antonia. And let's see if there's an option there. See, that's like behavioral settings. And that's the instant feedback right there. So Ms. Johnson, you were asking if they have, that's the instant feedback. They know that they are right or they are wrong. So by deselecting that option, that is where now when they put it in, you won't see the answer, see, until it's done. So for all of my test-loving grading teachers who need to get all those grades in and grade every single thing, you straight now. And the good thing about having this embedded in the learning management system is that it now speaks to the learning management system, and the grades can be recorded through the EMIS once all of that is set up. Now, in order to add this to your one-on-one account class, those of you who've already tried it out or want to try it out, let me just got to move really quickly because I have another meeting, but anyhow. Okay, so let me share my screen, please, Tanya. All right, so here I am inside my one-on-one account. I have a test class. Now, I just sent a message off to them asking them about if the feature, if they were done with the optimization of the feature. She said not yet, but this is how you will go through it. So I go to add content and I say I go to upload content, all right? I select a lesson and the only thing I have here is my welcome. So I go to welcome and I say upload the file. But this is, and some of you have been saying that you can't upload content to it. You have to make sure that you go through all of this. So the file will say H5P game. And then you have to say where the source is. If you don't do select file, you won't have the option to upload a file from your computer. Some people skip all of that and they just go down to save, and then you don't see how the file is added. So when you come here, you will see H5P editor. And then you could just press save, and as it begins to save, then the H5P editor will come up inside here, and you'll see some of the options already inside here. Like if I say, find the hotspot. And now this is the part that they're working on in terms of optimizing it so that it will show up full screen inside here, just how you saw on the site that she was working with. So it's good that you can have the experience outside of the platform while they continue to work on this, because all of that will be built inside here. All right. And like I said, there's a question, any update on preschool option to create classes yet? No, there's not an update, and it's what you can do though is even if you use grade 1, Miss Lang, you can say select grade 1, whatever content you put inside there, because you can use this opportunity to familiarize yourself with the content until that, with the platform until that time comes. So don't be limited by that, okay? So I know, let me go back out to my dashboard. A lot of persons, I know persons from Guidance Council as well, we've requested those additions. You go in to create a class, and if you don't select a grade, you can go right ahead, you know, grade 1. We could call it our preschool demo class, and then you can pick a subject. Now for this, we're also working on them to create general subjects for what we call generalist classrooms, but let's go with math. See it, so see, you see they say math pre-K to grade 2. So they kind of have that. It's just that that grade list wasn't there. And then it is added to your dashboard. Okay. Now, that was the question. Do you still have to add the link for the H5P in the platform? No, when you create it, it automatically creates that. It automatically creates it on the student stream, okay? All right, so that's it for our session today. Like I said, I encourage you to go ahead and continue to explore 5HP. As you know, we are winding down, ladies and gentlemen, winding down winding down for school and winding down for our professional development session. So we will see you once again on Thursday, where we will be looking at the flipped classroom. I'm certain you've been hearing a lot of terms floating around, especially when we consider the new school year. Flipped classroom, blended learning, online learning. If you want to learn specifically about flipped classrooms, you definitely want to come out on Thursday. And then, of course, we have the Teacher's Desk groundbreaking show on Friday. The summer workshops, I think we're not doing summer workshops right after June, because let's face it, we tired, unless some of you all want to come on and do some more workshops for us during the summer. But we will begin advertising workshops for August, the week we return to school, or the week even starting before that. So we want you to have a really, whatever kind of break you can have locked down with all your children anyhow on the summer. So yeah, we're all pretty exhausted with 12 more days, right, ladies? I'm sorry to do the countdown. I feel like one of them, but I think it's about 12 more days.
11.
11 more days, and then we'll go off for students. All right. So thank you all for coming out to our session today. Like I said, we're winding down, and your Consistency is always appreciated. Love having you all inside the session. Have a good afternoon.